All right, future medical billers and coders. We're in week 5, MBC 101. Let's do an assignment walkthrough. All right. Again, weekly readings are going to be the same. It's chapter 11, your Cengage manual, 2 discussion activities, and 3 assignments. So just like last week, where you completed a quiz on CMS 1500 and you had a case study for each one, it's the same as this week. So you'll click on the case study assignment quiz. You'll upload or open or download the case study, and then you will click Start Quiz. And then you will use this resource document to answer the questions on that quiz. And again, you can launch and load your Canvas courses in 2 separate windows, and then you can have your resource document and the quiz running concurrently at the same time. Okay, it just makes it a lot easier for you. And there's 2 of these quizzes. UB04 Case Study 1-1 and UB04 Case Study 1-2. And then the grand finale, week 5, EHR Go final project. Let's check it out. So in your final project, you will register a new patient, you will record the patient's insurance information, and you're going to schedule your first patient. So in this activity, patient Chris Carpenter is called to request an acute care visit at the Central Clinic due to experiencing knee pain. He's requesting to see Dr. Rubio, and the clinic allows 30 minutes for acute care visits. He wants to schedule his appointment this week and is available every day before 11 a.m. Again, now what's different about this assignment, and I'm going to walk you through it, is you will not be documenting directly on the resource document. You will be completing specific tasks in the EHR Go. And then once you've completed those tasks, you will save your work and you're going to download it as a progress report. But I'm going to walk you through all this. So again, your document, your resource document and activity instructions are included with the assignment link. I'm going to go ahead and open that, and I'm going to open up a separate window. Same description of activities here. All right, so if I click on the activity link, let me change this to student view. There you go. This is how it's going to look for you. Again, launch EHR, click new session. Now, in order to register the patient, you are going to go to the account tab in the registration section. So let me guide you through this. Scroll down the left-hand side, click account. Now what's going to happen is right now it's just going to be blank and you can't type on it. But, and I need to go full screen for this. And if you're using an iPad, you may need to turn your iPad, whether it be vertical or horizontal, so you can see all the additional tools. So again, I'm having an issue here where I'm not seeing all my tabs. So I'm just going to refresh. Sometimes it's because I have my zoom in too far. All right, so again, click on account, then click registration. So click on account, that's going to expand all your additional tabs. Then select registration. When you click on registration, you still can't free type on it until you click edit. So now I want you to guide your eyes to the lower right-hand corner. You see this little edit icon? If you don't see this and you're working from an iPad, then try to switch your view, or you may need to reduce your zoom on your screen. Click edit. And again, you can have your resource document opened with the instructions, kind of working this simultaneously. I think that's always a good idea. Now, something to point out with this particular activity. Everything needs to be in all capital letters, all capital letters. And why is this? This is because this is the standard claim format or standard claims transmission format. Okay, so what did we learn this week and last week from chapter 11? When a claim form, a CMS 1500, is being submitted to an insurance carrier, where does that information come from that's populated on that claim form? It comes from the data that we enter into the electronic health record. So we learned that all data that's entered into a patient's health record must be in all capital letters. So even though the resource document does not include it in capital letters, it must be documented and entered in all capital letters. I am taking a point reduction of 20 points if you do not enter all data in all caps, okay? Because this is the standard and the same way that you would be entering this information in a real world setting. So let's get prepared now. So Chris Carpenter is the patient's name. So we'd start there. Entering the patient's first legal name. So again, just hit your all caps button, right? So you don't even have to worry about this. Triple check, always triple check your spelling. And again, with this assignment, you can piece this out and work on it all week long. You can save your work and then you can continue to resume this session. I will walk you through that. So let's say, for example, and by the way, I'm going to just save this information here. Let me walk you through that. So again, let's say that you completed the whole registration and you're ready to add that patient's health insurance. What do? Again, lower right-hand corner, look for the save button. Click save. Then go 3 tabs down, so registration, encounters, and then select insurance. Again, you're going to see blank screen. You're going to have to add that patient's insurance. Lower right-hand corner, click new, and then that's going to populate the template where you can add this patient's insurance. This patient has United Healthcare. You're going to select insurance priority as primary. Select person code as 1 and select yes as active. The patient is the policy holder. Under coverage, select group health plan, okay? And those are the specifics that are not included on the insurance card. Everything else, member ID, is self-explanatory. Enter that here. Plan type, United Healthcare, plan name. If there is a plan name, there is not a plan name. So you're going to skip plan name and you're going to go right down to group number. Not all insurances have plan names, group names, plan numbers. It may be one or the other, and sometimes it's both, okay? In this particular one, you're going to put insurance company, United Healthcare, enter the patient's member ID. There is no plan type listed, so you can leave that blank. Plan name, you can put United Healthcare again. Plan number, there is no plan number, so you can skip past that. There is no group name, skip past it, and then enter the group number 87152. Once you've completed that, again, scroll down to the bottom right-hand corner and hit save and close. Lastly, they want you to make an appointment for the patient. Go back up to your original instructions, right? So you can determine what date and time, then click the scheduling tab. What you'll need to do, and what was his appointment? He wanted one this week, every day before 11 o'clock. Okay. So your date is going to be different, right? I'm recording this, pre-recording this. So any day before 11. Let me zoom in here a little bit for you. So the first step is just selecting a day and time. Also notice you've got all these color-coded sections on the calendar. That refers to the ledger on the right-hand side. So if the patient needs to see Dr. Rubio, then you want to look at the color-coded ledger, and you can see Rubio is in yellow. So any day before 11, I'm just looking for a spot that doesn't have yellow. All right, this one looks good. So first step, click on the appointment time. You're going to see a black box, bold black box around that date and time. That's first step. Let me zoom out a little bit here. Then next step is to select new in the lower right-hand corner. Click new. Now you have the option to, if your time doesn't work, right, you have the option to change your time here to a different time. So he was going to see Dr. Rubio. Okay, so notice how I was able to switch the providers here to Dr. Rubio. Perfect. And then if you're looking on the left-hand side, Dr. Rubio does not have any appointments at 10 o'clock in the time that I selected. Great, that's what you're looking for. Now follow the instructions. It says 30 minutes for an acute care visit. Perfect. So over here, you're going to change your duration to 30 minutes. Then you're going to come over to type of appointment, find acute care, and then click save. When you click save, now that patient's appointment is listed over on the left-hand side. Click save again and click OK. Then close. That is it for this assignment. Now I'm going to walk you through how to upload your progress report. You're going to close your session. And this time you're going to select the tab Download Work. When you click Download Work, your progress report will download. Click Download Session. Once you've downloaded your session, this is what it's going to look like. It's going to look like a progress report, and it's going to include everything that I did to that patient's account. This is what you will upload into Canvas, your progress report. So come back over to your activity. Again, this is a pre-recorded session here. So once it's available to you, you'll have the option to submit work. You'll scroll down, you'll choose file, and you will upload your progress report. All right, and that is it for week 5. Always reach out if you have questions. Also, before I actually get out of this video here, remember every week I'm going to add an announcement that includes the resources to allow you to continue to work independently. These are the same resources that when I was teaching a live class, these are the same resources that I shared with my students during my classes. This is what allowed them to work independently. I'll have my own separate PowerPoint presentation that will support you in your final exam, or excuse me, in your theory exam. And my presentations are also designed to focus on essential pieces of information and elements that I feel is important for students to know. It isn't always just going to be based off of what you can expect to see on your theory exam. It's based off what I feel is important for a student to be familiar with on a week-to-week basis. I'll also do some practice coding in week 5, And then I've also provided you some additional billing resources. This one, for example, is non-graded extra practice. So again, don't turn anything into me that says non-graded, okay? It's just for you to continue get comfortable with processes. I also included in this non-graded extra practice what your case study would look like after you completed the practice. So you can actually do it on your own, and then you can compare, right? Based off of the completed activity that I've included. Again, this is all just added practice, bonus resources. Please don't turn it back in, okay? This is just again, a tool for you to use. I also added in a Medicare claims processing manual for UBO4 and some additional bonus videos. Very helpful. It's not just what comes from the books, right? All right, that is it. Reach out if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next episode.